So, all right, let's kick this off, guys. If you have opinions on this, we're gonna take a look at this ViDoc, the Witch Queen. Super pumped about this, guys in Discord here. Let me know if you have any opinions, if you want to stop it, and we'll take a look at it. All right, guys, let's go ahead and do it.
No.
I'm excited.
I know what you're wondering. What
She's
is
hot.
true and what is false?
The Witch Queen is an unsettling mystery. Our biggest foe, Savathun, has our grandest tool, the light.
It's paying off narrative threads that we planted way back in Destiny 1.
So really quick, before we get too far into this, just predictions on how she got the light. You guys have any?
Sagira's ghost is her ghost, and then she replicated it.
Oh, because she was Osiris.
Because she was Osiris,
No.
and she yoinked Sagira because Sagira died off screen. So it's not like we know that Sagira is like 100% dead. It's
Right.
just really an
Sagira was
assumption.
100% Osiris's ghost.
Yeah, that is.
Yep.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that. I knew obviously she was playing Osiris, but I forgot all about the ghost.
Yeah, because Sagira was a pretty big part of like Curse, and not really Warmind, but like should be here and there and
Sure.
everywhere. So I wouldn't think they would want to kind of not throw away that character, but
Mhm.
they would probably use Sagira in a way that it might help the story move forward, right?
Yo, Bella in
Because
chat said get out of her brain, by the way.
Let's
Maybe.
just say there's a story that's been building since D1. I'll
Oh,
put it
yeah.
that
Yeah,
way and
sure.
Stop there.
Sure. All right, let's keep it moving, man. So Sagira.
Also, Ikora is hot. Fuck you, Bella. What you mean?
Yeah.
No, I said that
absolutely,
when we came
Bella.
into it,
The
man.
most problem is Ikora is
Totally
my
hot?
business,
Question mark. All right, let's do this.
Especially by the old lady she used to be played by.
Totally.
I'm here to protect humanity.
How do we stop this?
The stakes in the universe are rising, and it's the greatest challenge that we've ever faced.
We're shedding that dogma of light equals good, darkness equals bad. We're really entering the mists and trying to discern what's in front of us and what's lurking just underneath.
Oh,
the
that's dope.
surface.
What is your truth now?
There are a lot of bombshells in the Witch Queen narrative. And that's just scratching the surface of what we're going to get into this year.
Light in the darkness.
Witch Queen and Season of the Risen is chapter 1 and the beginning of the end for the Light
Right
and
there,
Darkness
Season
saga.
of the Risen. That
Really,
is the
really-
title.
So Season of the Risen, and they're saying it's chapter 1 of the end.
Yeah, chapter 1,
Yep.
and then there's Lightfall, and then Final Shape.
Got it. Okay. Season of the Risen. All right.
Getting to the core of what it means to be a guardian. We are looking at and
'Cause you know
asking
you
big
gotta have the,
questions about
rise before the
light
fall.
and darkness.
Yes.
We have a big bad that we've been anticipating for a really long time coming back in the form of Savathun.
Savathun's had a hand in most of the major conflicts that we've been involved with.
So they're saying going back on some of the stuff that we've dealt with, and I mean, we could be going as far back as, I don't know that they're going to go all the way back to the beginning of Destiny, but they're saying most of the major conflicts we've had, she's been fucking
Well-
pulling some tricks on.
So if you go back in the lore,
Mhm.
Savathun is the reason Crota had an oversoul.
Okay, got it.
So
What was the reasoning behind that, though?
It was the entire raid for Crota was that we're going to his throne world to kill him,
Right.
because you can only kill a hive god in their throne world.
In their own
Or,
world, right?
well, not necessarily a hive god, like Marasov has her own throne world. That's how she's alive. 'Cause
Okay.
She died in our reality and then dipped out to her throne world.
Got it.
But Savathun helped basically not trick Crota into making an oversoul, but manipulate him into making it, which
Okay.
then causes us to kill him, which then brings Oryx. Then
Right.
we kill Oryx, and then literally everything else is in
So
in place and is getting set
yeah,
up there.
it's tricking us into doing her dirty work, right?
Basically,
much.
Savathun
Right.
has been behind the scenes, guiding us to kill off all of her her opposition,
Got it.
including the Worm God on Mars,
Right,
where we
right.
were going to Rasputin.
Wasn't that what we just saw? What was that?
It's a new cutscene. So there's 5 worm gods in total.
Okay.
Oryx killed
Here,
one.
Zer,
That's how he became the Taken King.
Okay.
Once he killed the worm god and communed with the deep.
Got it.
And then we killed Zol of 1,000 Voices and Curse. So now there's only 3, and that's just a new cutscene that we haven't ever seen before.
Got it. Okay.
And we don't know if it's like a hallucination or what.
Right. Okay. Let's keep going, man.
Major conflicts that we've been involved with.
We've heard about Savathun for years and just bits and pieces, and then like you see it slowly building over seasons until we come to this huge critical point.
Savathun's no longer just someone you hear about.
She's not just interfering in little ways. She's now ready to take center stage.
So real quick, what is the prediction with Eris? And so Eris had a thing at the end of Taken King, right, where she had grabbed.
So lore wise,
yeah,
that's basically Eris getting stasis.
It was okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because if you look at the Beyond Light trailer, or not trailer, sorry, like the campaign.
Okay.
And you can see that she's using stasis powers.
Right.
So when she took the Willbreaker's sword, the shard out of Oryx's sword, that's basically her getting a shard of darkness and getting stasis.
See, I always had thought that her getting that shard led to us getting swords in Taken King, but it would make more sense if it was but it would make more sense if it was darkness, like you said.
Yeah. So
in regards to the exotic swords, sure.
Right.
So if you remember the campaign, remember the the 3 Hive Knights that were there that were talking to Oryx?
Right.
So the swords that they have were called the Willbreaker swords that Oryx made for them.
Okay.
So we go after them and take the shards in there, and because Eris now has power of the darkness, she's able to make the swords for us.
And she basically can do stasis as well because she has darkness, right?
And we've seen that.
Right. Okay. Interesting. She's obviously going to play a big role again in this.
Yeah.
Let's keep moving, man.
Slate. 1, 2, 3. Savathun, she's larger than life. We wanted to make her feel imposing and very regal and dancing through motion in some way.
The light offers us a fresh start.
She's very manipulative. She is
terrifying.
Very ethereal, but she also has like that creepiness to her as well.
She promised she'd help us out with this pyramid ship problem that's coming our way. But the reality of the situation is Savathun is only on Savathun's side. We've outlived our purpose, and it is to Savathun's benefit to wipe us off that chessboard.
So it's exactly what you guys just said. She set us up to do all of her dirty work, right? Yeah. And then she basically makes a false promise. Well, I wouldn't say a false promise, but she's going to help us with the pyramids, right?
So some of the predictions that people were making was that once we exercise her worm, then we're going to basically ally with her at the end of the campaign.
Okay. And by ally, I mean, if we do that, is that to take on the whole like pyramid bullshit?
Yeah.
Okay.
The reason that people are saying that is because it would be kind of stupid to build a character up for 7 years in the background.
Sure.
Manipulating literally almost every single event in the entire like history
of
our Guardians.
Sure.
And then just kill her off in the campaign.
Yeah, if it was like a quick end to her, I would be really surprised. You know what I mean?
Like Aramis, literally, she was hyped up. Like she was in the what is it? The 0 hour mission for Outbreak, and then she was part of the campaign. Kill her off. Well, kill her off. She's not actually dead, but
sure.
Because her health bar never went down to 0. And Bungie is very careful with that type of shit.
It is Bungie though. It is. And you're right about that, Curious, in the sense that like they're pretty
They won't kill a character if they have plans for them.
That's what I'm saying. They're aware of that. Like you may defeat them or whatever it is, but like you said, the health bar is not going all the way down to 0. So
I'm just saying, we never watched Cade die completely.
Yeah, we did.
Not completely.
No,
yeah, we did.
We watched the shot. We did not see the shot hit him and kill him. We watched his ghost get destroyed. We did not see him die.
He died in our arms. I literally ran Forsaken a day
not
ago.
completely.
What do you
So-
mean not completely?
Dude, he still has a spark of light. Look back at it.
So hold on. Bella, what are you gonna do if Cade comes back? She's gonna lose her shit.
Because I fucking almost cried running Forsaken again.
Yeah.
We were running a friend through it the other day.
Okay.
They never played it, and they're like, I don't fucking understand what's going on. And me and Al were just like, we're trying not to cry.
So Bella said Dragon is right. He doesn't fully die. Bella said she's going to divorce her husband if he comes back. So,
okay,
dude,
gotcha.
Perfect. Let's continue, man.
Makes
a
sense.
possibility. It does. Marry your true one love. Hell yeah, dude.
She's
Whoa.
among us. She has played us for fools. She knows us inside and out. And she's been a step ahead of us, like, the whole way. So how do you beat someone like that?
It isn't too late. You can still be forgiven. Be careful.
Real quick in the hood, that was Aldrin, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That was Season the Hunt.
Got it. Okay.
Aldrin / Crow.
Got it.
You do it.
In order to beat Savathûn, you need to understand Savathûn.
We have to understand Savathûn, guys.
Throne World is a manifestation of Savathûn's own personality, which is in Witch Queen going through a transformation through the light.
She has
Interesting.
these areas that she's kind of trying to shun and push away. For the old hive areas, it's much more atmospheric, it's very dense, it's very claustrophobic, it's spooky.
Looks awesome.
Then when you make your way into the Lucent hive area, it's a lot more open and broad. It's definitely brighter, it's definitely more lively.
Yo, so I feel like this area, do you think this is going to be like on a scale wise like the Dreadnought?
I think it's gonna be Dreaming City, if not bigger.
Wow. Okay. So pretty good size.
Because if you look at it,
Mm-hmm.
okay, so I don't want to really spoil much, but obviously there was an embargo lifted because a bunch of content creators got sent out to Seattle and they were able to play Witch Queen early, like the first campaign mission and stuff like that. And they're like,
Sure.
Without spoiling much,
Lolo, what's going on, man?
Areas are full, and like actually, fucking there. Like there's shit to do there. Because like if you look at Beyond Light, Europa, it's a really big area, but there's nothing to do there.
That's what that's what we said. Like when Goot and I were running Beyond Light, we were just like, this is cool, but there's literally nothing to do in this place.
Europa reminds me of D1 Mars.
It kind of does.
Yeah.
You just run the loops, right? Get your materials and get the fuck out, right?
Yep.
From gameplay they were talking about, and from what you'll see later, the swamps look full. There's shit to do in the swamps, secrets to uncover there in the actual like courtyard, in the like inside, and all that stuff. So from comparing Forsaken ViDoc, Beyond Light ViDoc, and this, it seems to be on the scale of between Dreadnought and Dreaming City.
Okay.
Slightly off topic, just a statement here.
Yes.
I wonder how long Bungie is going to wait before they actually reveal the secrets that nobody ever discovered in D1. Because if you remember the, I forget what it was called, but it was the Corrupted Shore area. You know what I'm talking about?
I do, yeah.
Where the Siva was infected. Okay. There was an area there where you could, it had the smokestacks where you could ignite the smokestacks.
Right.
And there was a secret part to it, but nobody could ever figure it out.
Okay.
So I'm just curious how long Bungie's going to wait.
Maybe that's
to drop
something that
bombshell on
comes
us.
in the future DLCs.
If it's not tied to, I don't think if it's not tied to an exotic or weapons or the main story elements, they're gonna basically leave it a secret.
Just leave it be.
Because if you remember, they hinted at in D1 there was a map called Transit or Lost Transit or whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
They're like, oh yeah, there's a puzzle there, and then literally for like 3 years no one was able to figure out what it was.
Sure.
And they're just like, and the guy who like unveiled it, like, yeah, no, I'm not saying a fucking word about it.
That's funny. Let's continue, man. Check it out.
We want people to look at it like an impressionist painting, something that's very pretty from far away, but as you get closer, it's not really what it seems. It's very unsettling.
Oh, that's dope.
You're looking at shapes.
Dude, that image there, I wanted to go back on that. That looked awesome, bro. Holy shit. Let me go back on this.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I 100% agree with Curious. It is definitely Dreadnought meets Streaming
It,
City.
it kind of is, right? It has that vibe. It definitely does.
Yep.
You're looking at shapes, you're looking at these things within the world, and you're not entirely sure what they are, and you have to get close and you have to investigate.
Okay, armor is going to be fucking sexy, guys.
Oh, yeah.
Just saying. I mean, this armor looks
100%.
absolutely amazing.
What's really going to be exciting for players is that they're going to get to play that part of psychic detective, trying to solve the many mysteries of the throne world.
Shit, we get a bulletin board? Fuck yeah, bro.
Witch Queen campaign, I think, is probably the most ambitious campaign we've made in a
I
very
already
long
have
time.
a bulletin board emote.
We're building the Definitively Destiny campaign, so leaning into the journey you can find in exotic missions or the mechanics you might find in a dungeon.
So that's one thing. They were saying, hey, yeah, we're gonna make the campaign basically if you think Doom or Titanfall or Halo.
Okay.
This is how they're doing it.
Okay. That's pretty
They're not-
amazing.
You have dungeon mechanics.
I see that.
You have a bunch of other shit and puzzles to figure out. So it's literally like a campaign in one of those games.
Absolutely,
where
man.
You have to work through room by room and get through everything. And it's not just, hey, well, this person's doing this thing. Go kill them. Oh, fun fact, it's actually a strike now.
Hell yeah, man.
Like, I wouldn't be surprised if like one of the missions will become a strike or whatever if there's a boss.
Right.
But it's seeming like they're trying to set it up where it's legitimately a campaign that you can go back and redo.
That's pretty amazing. I think that I don't know, that to me in D2 versus D1, I felt like D1 campaign missions were way more replayable. And there was reasons to do those typically.
And you could actually replay them.
You could. Right. And that's what I'm saying. In D2, there's just no replayability on a lot of the content. So if they can do that where there's reasons to do this, I mean, that just makes it way better. Let's go, man. So you're thinking these are dungeon mechanics inside the campaign right here.
They just said it.
Yep. Oh, okay.
They literally were. If you scroll back a little bit, like 10 seconds.
Yep. Let's go here.
They say it.
We'll go to 52.
Witch Queen campaign, I think, is probably the most ambitious campaign we've made in a very long time.
Mm-hmm.
We're building the Definitively Destiny campaign, so leaning into the journey you can find in exotic missions or the mechanics you might find in a dungeon.
Yeah, there it is. Right there. Yep. Yep.
Mechanics from that, and then like the experience of exotic missions. So think Persona.
Right. Heartbringer, that kind of thing. Right.
Yeah, so that's what they're trying to do for the entire campaign.
That's pretty insane.
So at face value, you see what I'm saying. It's going to be a lot bigger.
Oh, yeah, definitely, man. Definitely. Let's keep doing it.
Your way through, you have to figure out, like, hey, what do I need to do next in order to get to the end of this?
We've got Savathun, right? The Queen of
Whoa.
Lies. So this campaign is full of surprises.
Savathun has all these abilities, and you got to make sure that all of the abilities of the bosses would be something worthy of her. And as I kept thinking about this, you know, I felt like I was really becoming Savathun.
Bro, was that a witch with Stormcaller?
Yes.
Just fucking terrifying, man. Good lord.
Oh, it gets worse.
Dude.
We've also added the legendary difficulty, which is called Become Legend.
Legendary campaign's going to be called Become Legend. That is going to be great.
And it starts at 1360.
Okay.
So that's why I was saying you and they unlock it right off the rip. So they're expecting hardcore, and I think they say it like hardcore players are like encouraged to play legendary right off the rip.
Really?
Because
Okay.
you also get double loot.
Got it. So we're doing that, is what you're saying.
Oh
Basically, what I'm hearing is I see Esoteric soloing the campaign story in like I don't know
In the first 10
couple
minutes,
hours.
yes. Yeah, for sure, dude. Pete says he smells pay to win in PvP. We haven't gotten that far yet, so we'll see, man.
Hello.
It's
Oops.
not for the faint of heart. It's going to be loaded with these moments that are going to be frustrating, almost like teeth gnashing, but when you get through those encounters, you're going to feel like really accomplished.
Double rewards.
Hell yeah, man.
People who have
Double
worked
loot.
on raids and dungeons before, being able to broaden that experience for any kind of player who comes in is really important.
If the Witch Queen is the psychic detective fantasy and journey, then Season of the Risen is that same detective throwing on their flak jacket and defending Earth from the Hive Guardians and the Lucent Hive and Savathun herself.
When Savathun shows up on our doorstep with the light, the first person to lend us help is Keitel.
So Keitel is coming back, which was a prediction.
So when's the last time that we actually saw these guys?
Season of Chosen, so 2 seasons ago?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay. And you said this was a prediction?
This was a prediction because remember the weapons trailer that dropped like a week ago?
I do.
Okay, so in one of halfway, I think like 45 seconds or something, there's a Titan with a helmet that has tusks and is very Cabal-like. So someone was like,
okay,
she's probably gonna come back this season.
Got it, man. So there they are, man. We got them back.
You want us to hit them? I need us to hit them.
She's got this light suppressing technology that the Cabal were using in Season of the Chosen, and now she's going to help us use that against the Lucent Hive.
When you're working with Keitel, she has a different approach.
It's
not about
Keitel, not
asking
Keitel.
questions. It's about
Got it.
getting in there and extracting.
Please stop.
We don't really understand what happened when Savathun actually was able to take light. So the campaign and Season of the Risen in many ways is about that story. Guardians need to stop Savathun's advance beyond the throne world. And Savathun poses an existential threat to everyone because she basically has an undead army.
So she's trying to get, I guess her purpose of getting the light is to expand beyond her own throne world with power?
Yeah.
Okay. That makes some sense.
And have both dark and light powers.
Got it, right. To be basically unstoppable, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
We're good now.
And does she have actual what would you call it? Does she have beef with the pyramids as well or no?
Yes, because her sister Xivu Arath is basically getting not control but is taking orders from the pyramids to hunt her down.
Got it.
Because she went to the light.
Got it. Okay.
So,
Pull that back real quick. Okay. So, and her sister, we fought her? No.
We fought her brother Oryx, and then Xivu. We in the first season of Beyond Light, we fought back her forces, but we never fought her directly.
I was gonna say I don't think we actually fought her, right?
Yeah, no, we didn't. And
Got it.
then the whole point of
Pete, have a good day, dude.
Season, besides exercising Savathun's worm, was to get back her Coven of Witches before Xivu Arath gets to them and kills them.
Got it. Okay. Got it. Let's keep going, man.
In fighting the Lucent Brood, this isn't our first time in the game fighting other light bearers, but it is the first time that we'll be facing other light bearers that have much more relentless motives.
Dude, that's gonna be
You
insane.
look at these Hive Guardians, and when they do their abilities, you immediately make that connection. Like,
Just pointing out that Dave Samuel has the best mustache ever.
Right?
oh,
It's a
they
low
are
rider
using
handlebar of
my
handlebars.
powers against
Absolutely.
me. As soon as we see the knight pop its super,
And just as
it
a
has
precasted
2
notion,
shields.
Xivu Arath
Yes.
is precasted to be the archetype of war. So
Okay.
Yeah, she's the
I
god
definitely
of
foresee her
war.
being the downfall on the final stage of this story.
Okay.
Yeah, so final shape in terms of the lore means a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
So we kind of have a good idea of what we might face in that expansion.
Okay.
But for Lightfall, a lot of people, what they're predicting is we're gonna basically go against Xivu.
Okay.
Because she's super strategic and she will basically go down and take you down with her.
She'll fucking suicide is what you're saying. She didn't give a shit.
Yes, but she's also so fucking smart. She's like the most decorated conqueror general like in the entire universe.
Well, where does in terms of the siblings, right? Where does Oryx rank in that
the
fold?
youngest.
Okay, well I knew that. I did know that.
But also, in terms of their powers,
Mm-hmm.
Xivu is probably the strongest.
Okay.
But that's also because each of their worms is feeding on something different.
Okay,
So
got it.
Oryx was the explorer. That's why he went conquering and exploring everything.
Or the explorer.
Pretty much. Savathun, I forgot who put it. I think it was Bife, who's like, Savathun is like a shiv. She's like a scalpel.
Okay.
In terms of everything she does is super precise.
Okay.
And will fuck shit up. And her entire worm feeds on deception and cunning.
Got it.
So she
The grand
has
scheme
to
of it,
trick.
Oryx is Thor, fucking Savathun is Loki, and
That's
Xivu is Odin.
Well, it's funny you said that because
Yeah.
that's kind of what I was relating it to in my head. I was like, all right, Savathun's obviously Loki, so
That's kind of
that's like the analogy
archetypes
for it.
are.
all right, got it. Facing Hive that have our powers, what's the toughest thing we'll fight, do you think?
The toughest thing is
Mm-hmm.
gonna be having to finish off their ghost.
Okay. So doing the animation where we grab it and
revive
break
and
it?
come back at
Because
us with
they
a
res.
vengeance.
They res.
That is horrible.
So like you'll see it, but like you kill them, I think it's like a 4 or 5 second timer, and then they res.
So I've always thought the Taken are awesome enemies, but they're super annoying, right?
Yeah.
Super annoying. I think this could be the most annoying enemy that we've seen so far.
Now imagine in GMs, you literally kill one, and then you have to book it all the way to them in 4 seconds to finish their
And kill the ghost. Wow.
While in GM.
It could take a while.
It's gonna be.
It's gonna take a
gonna be
while.
rough.
I'm gonna Dragon. You're gonna be the designated fucking
Finisher?
sprinter. Yeah, you're gonna have to be Usain Bolt, bro.
I'm gonna be more like Usain Broke.
That's okay, dude. Let's keep going, dude.
You immediately are like, oh yeah, I see that connection, and then it's like, and then you're like, it hits you with those things, and then you're dead, and it's just an amazing experience.
The Guardians themselves kind of feel like a fire team that you're fighting against. You got every class represented.
The Acolyte, when that character casts, does very similar thing as the player, like the Arc Wizard.
The Arc Wizard.
The sparks go out. It's ready to go. If you're not smart about it, if you're not paying attention, you are essentially going to have to play that fight over again.
Yeah, shit's gonna suck and
If you're successful in taking down one of these Hive
Master and
units that are
GM
building,
content, man.
you actually have to go up and kill their ghosts.
That was like one of my favorite things that we were able to do in this game is just that moment where you crush the ghost.
It's kind of this moral dilemma. A ghost is your companion, and now suddenly you have one in your hand and you're about to crush it.
I wonder how fast the animation's gonna be. Is it gonna be like a finisher?
It is a finisher. They confirmed it.
Got it. Okay.
It's literally what it is you walk up and you have to finisher it.
Got it. Okay.
First time that happens, you're like looking at your hand like, I can't believe what I've just done. Am I doing this? Should I be doing this?
I have a ghost.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
What
Like,
is going on?
Whoa, dude.
Savathun and her Lucent Brood are the most dangerous enemies we've faced so far. And so we're going to need better, more powerful weapons and tools to fight against that threat.
We did a bunch of work early on looking at various different types of weapons we could add to the sandbox.
We wanted to introduce a special weapon archetype that was effective more at a middle range, but also had these kind of additional roles associated with it.
The Glaive, man.
The Glaive is a projectile weapon, and it is a shield, and it's a melee weapon.
So you can block, shoot, and melee with it.
Yes.
That is awesome.
We wanted to keep that experience in first person. It has an immediacy that you don't really get when you're using a sword because the camera is so much further back. Because this is also a projectile weapon with a slower moving projectile.
Oh, that's sick, dude.
The onus of skill on aiming these weapons is about leading and compensating for the speed of the projectile and anticipating that.
So, to me, it sounds like it almost has like a bullet drop effect with this thing.
It's more of a think of like a seeker kind of thing.
Okay.
Where it's not a bullet in terms of like it dropping, it's literally a projectile.
Yeah,
like
that with the
trying to hit something with it.
Right, the projectile reminded me of something coming out of like Lumina. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, something like that. In terms of this being a seeker.
Got it.
All right, proceed, fellas. I'll be back here in just a bit. I gotta step away for a moment.
Yeah, you got it, bro.
A really difficult encounter and one of your teammates dies somewhere out in the open where you normally wouldn't be able to get to them. You can bring that shield up and actually get the revive. And
Yeah, that's pretty clutch, bro.
And it's gonna be nice
Glaive's
because it's on all classes.
100%, right?
You don't have to be a Titan and just go and drop a barrier.
Right. Yeah, anybody can go up and actually do it. Or any Guardian, yeah.
Originate with Savathun trying to steal an extremely powerful weapon for her own use, and players will use the weapon crafting recipes that they find throughout the campaign in order to reconstruct this incredibly powerful and incredibly ancient weapon.
I'm super pumped about this weapon crafting in general, dude. Just the possibilities that I think this is going to open is like endless, bro.
Hold that thought for a second and watch through the crafting part.
All right, this is going to be pretty awesome.
When you put together your glaive in the campaign, you just get a taste that that's what you want to do for the rest of the weapons that you get.
Weapon crafting.
Oh, that looks sick.
Target a specific role and go and build that, and you know how long it's going to take you to get there, and you get exactly the thing that you want.
I really want to see what people do with it and like the feedback that we're gonna get and people sharing all of the things that they're doing with that new system.
You're creating your Guardian, and you want to be able to shape your Guardian into what you want them to be.
It's really neat in the sense that you can change it based on your play style.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then the fact that, like they said, you can basically say, okay, these are the perks I'm looking for. It's going to let you know what you have to do and how long it's going to take to actually get to that point.
Take into account the foundry traits.
Right, right.
So
Which
you have an extra perk or perks on top of that, so you can change it to more fit your play style. Do you like running with SMGs? And getting up close and personal, you can throw on that. I forgot which one it was. I think it's the Vanguard Strikes one. But like, you'll get health on kills.
That's awesome.
So and then you can throw that on with like subsistence, right? Where a kill partially reloads, and have rampage, and you can just basically be a fucking tank.
You're gonna be a fucking tank. Yeah, exactly. There's a really good Foundry video that Astacross did, guys. If you guys want to go check that out, it's a really good one.
It explains everything.
It really
which
does.
is great.
Yeah.
And their history and all that, so you can kind of get a sense of what might come up.
Yeah, absolutely, dude.
I think there's 14 Foundry traits.
There's 14 total. Yeah.
Yeah, and then 3 more per season.
Oh, they're gonna add. I didn't realize that. I missed that part. So there's 17 total. Okay.
I think it's 14 initially.
Okay.
For Witch Queen in the first season with it.
Okay.
And then everything after that is 3.
Whoa. Okay. Okay. So a lot more.
Yeah.
Sweet.
And this gives us a great opportunity to continue to do that.
I think it looks fucking huge, man.
A really big season for weapons in particular. We've got.
What is that? That's the worm, bro.
It's a worm. So we literally get to yeet worms.
Hell yeah, we do.
Which is kind of fucked up if you think about it, because if you put what the equivalent of a human is, it's basically a human, like a baby launcher. That's what it is.
No, it is. It's baby worms, bro. Baby worms.
So it's kind of fucked up, but it's also fucking hilarious.
It's really funny. When I saw the animation of it shooting in the weapon trailer, I was laughing my ass off, dude.
Oh, it's gonna be fun. And it's you know what it is? It has a similar effect to a nuke tube. So the further it gets launched, the further it's in the air, the more damage it does.
Oh, it's even better.
So it's one of those things that's like, oh,
fucking eating worms.
Yeetus, the
got
fetus
8 brand
launcher,
new
yeah.
exotics.
Absolutely. Oh my God.
The Osteostriga exotic submachine gun. This is something which Guardians have made. but
This
more
SMG
faster
looks
weapons of
dope.
sorrow, like
Yeah,
Thorn
so
and
this is the SMG we get to fucking rip right off the bat.
Yeah,
which
with
is gonna
season
be fucking
pass.
Cool.
Absolutely, man.
Well, it's the pre-order bonus, I think.
Oh, it is. Yeah, I think if you get deluxe, I think it is.
Yeah.
Touch Malice fires
Oh,
swarms
looks
of
sexy,
tiny
dude.
homing projectiles that land on a target and then explode.
It shoots corrosive bullets. That's
We
what
have
it
an
is.
exotic.
So it's kind of like a Thorn SMG, right?
Yeah. So they just said their inspiration was Touch and Thorn in an SMG.
Got it.
So
That
it
is
shoots
pretty awesome.
Corrosive bullets. That's what it is.
That's gonna be super awesome. Yeah, I'm digging Fetus Yeetus, man. We might need to fucking use that name a little more.
Machine gun, where the whole idea is be the Colossus. You can launch a barrage
I think
of
you'll
up
like
to 20
this.
homing missiles.
It's a comical amount of projectiles on the screen.
Oh my God,
We're doing an exotic Glaive.
bro! Hold on. How does that
You
work?
say- it's a machine gun,
Right.
but it shoots Wardcliff coil rockets, or at least the sound is fucking
That,
same.
well, that's exactly what I thought when I saw it. I was like, bro, I already fucking suicide enough of Warcliff. I'm just gonna suicide even more with that thing.
Now you have 20 of them.
Jesus, man. All right.
Now throw on like Lunafaction boots, double reload, everything. Imagine the burst DPS you can do. Just reload.
It's gonna be a shit ton, right?
It's gonna be fucking unfucking believable.
We might have some frame rate drops, is what you're saying.
We might. We very much might.
For each class this time, and the exotic perks tie deeply into the mechanics of the classes. We think they're going to be really cool additions to build crafting.
I like the fact that they're Guardian
Regards to the
specific.
Usual suite of raid weapons, destination, activity, seasonal. I recounted it this morning.
I'm
I
along,
think
bro.
it's about 50 new weapons.
They say 50 new weapons?
Yeah.
Okay.
42 of them are, if I remember correctly, tied to foundries and playlists.
Okay.
There's a couple Throne World ones, and then the raid set.
Got it. Real quick, chat. What is your favorite armor? Who looks the best? What about you, Curious? Which one do you like the best?
I'm a little bit biased. I want to say the Hunter, but they all look sick.
As much as I like my Warlock, I think the Titan looks dope, bro. I like the eyes.
The Titan looks dope. If you look at I forgot what it was, but each character is associated with a element for alchemy.
Right, which is on the chest,
So,
right?
Salt, yeah,
Yep.
which is salt, mercury, and phosphorus, I think, or something like that, or sulfur.
Sure.
Which is, I'm interested to see what that relates, because Bungie's not going to put in this much work
For no reason.
for outfitting.
Yeah.
Guardians, not only their armor but also their weapons. If you look back in the crafting video,
Right.
not in this video but in the actual crafting video, in the pulse rifle they showed, or whatever it was, there's like salt, like the element for salt and whatever. Like, I'm super interested to see what that has to do with anything.
Absolutely, man. Yeah, that's a good point. Dude, that Hive Hunter did look really dope. I'm hoping that is some kind of like a ornament or something. That would be sweet.
You're going to have 2 new exotic armors for each class, totaling 6, 1 stasis, 1 non-stasis. The Titan stasis exotic. Cast your barricade, and instead of, this Traveler's Light and the Rally Barricade, you create a giant wall of ice. Even though this thing is massive, you still get all the benefits of a Rally Barricade.
Dude, that thing is huge, bro.
It's so what I'm taking from it is it's as strong as a rally barricade.
Yeah.
It's fucking ginormous, and then you have everything with rallies. So basically, if you love rallies and you don't run an exotic, this is always going to be on.
Absolutely, man. Kind of annoying in PvP, maybe?
You'll see more rally barricades for sure.
Sure.
But it's one of those things that we'll have to see.
Absolutely.
Warlock Void exotic. We called them the Devouring Rift legs because we wanted empowering.
This
Rift
is gonna be
Bro,
fucked in
those
PvP.
look sick, bro.
Bro, just wait.
All right, let's
play it.
Yeah.
And tell me it's not gonna be fucked in PvP.
I'm not gonna lie, I have a boner right now.
Feel like it had
I'm
a
loving
place.
the helmet.
The helmet
And
looks sick.
in-game content the way that Healing Rift does. Empowering Rift doesn't heal you. Well, what if it did?
Hold on. Whoa.
Empower.
Yep.
Plus heal rift in one rift.
You get both in a rift.
Yes.
Whoa. Yeah, it's going to be fucked in PvP, dude.
Now take it like that. You synergize with your teammates. Throw on a well. Throw on the well having a stag.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
boy.
that's all bad,
boy.
dude. Yeah, that's all bad, bro.
And you'll see when they talk about the Void PvP stuff, or not PvP, the new Void subclasses, the Warlock one, I'm telling you right now, the first build I'm going for, that boots, someone's going to run a well with a stag.
Yep.
And I think it's like old son of, the old children of God or something like that, the aspect for it.
Okay.
I won't spoil what it is because they talk about it, but it will be stupid in PvP if it works the way I think it's going to work.
Chat wants me to play that part again. I went back a little bit. I'm going to play that again so we can take a look at that, okay?
Light and the rally barricade.
So rally barricade we saw.
Giant wall of ice. Even though this thing is massive, you still get all the benefits of rally barricade. Warlock Void exotic. We call.
Bro, these things look insane, by the way.
The ornaments for it are going to look amazing.
Yeah, they're going to look pretty awesome, bro. Seriously.
The Devouring Rift legs, because we wanted Empowering Rift to feel like it had a place in endgame content the way that Healing Rift does. Empowering Rift doesn't heal you. Well, what if it did?
I wonder if it's a different effect in terms of healing, or is it going to be just basically a Healing Rift on top of it?
From what they're saying, it's straight up just a heal rift. It's
Wow.
a heal rift with empower, like that's all it is.
That's insane. Insane, man.
In Season 16,
Helmet
you'll
looks
see
awesome.
a massive revamp to the Void subclass systems across all 3 classes. This is a huge update and will allow players to build craft in ways that
Oh, dude, this is sick, man.
they've never done before.
One of the things we wanted to do is create a core set of verbs like we did with stasis.
Anyone can run suppressors now. I think that's a pretty cool thing to be.
Hold on, what did that say? Anyone can run suppressors?
Yeah. So you don't have to be a Void Titan
Right.
to have suppression nades.
So everybody
Because
can
now-
throw them. Okay.
Yeah, because now imagine trying to solo a legend campaign mission.
Right.
Having a fucking trio fucking Hive Guardians pull up on you and you be a hunter or warlock and not have suppression nades. That would suck bad dick.
Absolutely, man. Okay.
They pull up and they're just like, haha, super on your ass. What is this, PvP?
Dude, why would anyone run anything other than Void 3.0 after this happens?
Right.
Jesus, man.
Right.
I'm going to be running suppressor grenade
Yeah. We wanted you to feel like you were the energy vampire, feel like you were the Night Stalker, feel like you were that protector, that big Sentinel Titan. So you're going to see things like Bastion, a new Titan aspect, where you take your big old Sentinel shield, slam it into the ground, and create this Void barricade that's going to apply overshield to you and your buddies.
My favorite aspect is probably Child of the Old Gods.
This is
as this warlock
Child of the
controlling
Old
space
Gods.
and
This is the
time,
one I'm
I'm
talking
able to
about.
rip a hole into another dimension and then pull out this little like sentient black hole. Whenever I target an enemy, my little black hole buddy is gonna fly over there and start draining their.
Oh, that is so fucked, man. That is so sick.
I went back and read it. It
Yeah.
was literally once you damage an enemy, it will go over there and start draining their life force
So it's draining health while you're shooting them.
while you're shooting them, and it fucking books it to them. So imagine someone dips behind a corner, it will fly to them and do damage. So you not only have a lock on their regen, but you also know where they are.
That is absolutely insane, bro.
Now tell me running that isn't going to be fucking disgusting
It's
in PvP.
gonna be disgusting, yes.
If we're taking it based off face value of what we're seeing, it's going to be disgusting.
I feel like we're going to see a lot more warlocks.
Oh, yeah.
2.0 update is really setting the stage for how we're thinking about updating the subclasses for the rest of the year.
We're going to extend this philosophy to Solar and Arc. Solar obviously is going to be about burning, but there's this other component to Solar, and that's healing. Arc is all about chaining. It's all about lightning, direct attacks, quickness. We're going to take the fantasies that you know and love today. We're going to embellish them. So what you'll see is like all of the new
Scatter dive,
abilities.
but it's invis.
I just saw that. Wow. Okay. Now, can
That's
anybody
gonna
go
be-
invisible?
I think No.
Okay.
But I think what it is gonna be, you're gonna have the 3 kind of main, what they were saying, like verbiage.
Okay.
So like volatility to weaken and suppress, I think, or something like that.
Okay.
And then each class is gonna have their own, kind of sub ability,
Like a spin on it. Okay.
Yeah, because like if you think about like the Titan has their like Bastion shield that stops attacks.
Right.
Hunters are gonna have invis, and then warlocks have rifts and whatever abilities the rifts have.
Sure.
Because you have that like black hole fucking rift, right? So
yep.
I think that's what they're gonna do.
Interesting. Okay.
All the new actions you take reinforce that to the core. Pretty excited about it.
Me too.
Witch Queen is very much the culmination of the last 6 to 7 years of just Destiny altogether. And really, this is starting the road to the final showdown. But things aren't necessarily just dark and light anymore. There's a lot more nuance in the game.
It's going to be a real fight. Players have something that they're really going to be challenged by.
I can't wait for everyone to find out what's been going on with Savathun. Like, I'm excited.
I feel like, yeah, like you guys said, there's going to be kind of a big twist on this. Maybe she does end up kind of partnering up with us.
See, my only thing is it's so hard to know what they're planning that I'm just excited and want to see more.
Yeah,
really.
absolutely,
That's all
man.
it is,
Yeah.
right?
Guardians are so clever, aren't you?
From the drone world to the campaign to the customizable build crafting, it all comes
Because if you
together
go,
to
here,
make
go back real quick.
Yeah, yeah. Where to?
Remember where I was you can get like 5 seconds. Because I was saying, yeah, something like that.
Yep.
Remember I was talking about scale?
Right.
So click it and you'll see what I'm talking about.
Aren't you?
Right.
From the drone world to the campaign to the customizable
It looks huge.
build crafting,
It's
it all comes
fucking
together to make Destiny
gigantic.
feel really
And it
new.
looks like there's actually shit there.
Yeah, right.
And
Like
not
stuff to
just-
do. Right. Just
and
like
not just
Europa.
a gigantic area where there's literally nothing.
Exactly.
Fresh.
We've got more Destiny coming this year than any other year before. It's one of the most ambitious releases we've ever put together, and the team is firing on all cylinders.
Tell me, Guardian, what do you think you're going to do?
Dude, that looked like a fucking Hadouken from Ryu, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Wow, dude. All right, so you can, yeah, it's a pre-order bonus for Deluxe. Yes. So you guys can get that if you'd like to, man. That was better than I thought it was going to be, guys. I'm going to be really honest. That was absolutely insane. What'd you guys think, man?
So, I'm fucking hyped.
It looks dope, bro. It really does.